Hey YouTube, so today working on the main building, doing a little repair work. I'm on one of the front three porches. So got some rot here. This porch is covered, but the wind blows a little bit of rain in here, and you can see we got a pretty good hole there where it's just kind of wet rotted out. So a lot of you would say, well, you should replace the board. In a lot of cases, that's a great idea. I'm not going to do that in this case. For one, there's a couple of the boards off camera here as well I got to do, so it's a little bigger job. It kind of gets in the way of this column here. There's some other things behind us where there's other wood on top of it, so getting the board out, not so easy. It's also, I'm in the business of running a business, and right now I've just got other things that I gotta do, like I have, units that are vacant, not making money, so I don't want to spend a lot of time here. Sometimes replacing the board is quick and easy and cheap, but in this case it's not. Also got someone who lives here who doesn't get around so well, which is why I want to fill the holes in the first place, and I don't want to have, boards missing for a few days and not give them access to their apartment because they can't walk through here. So I'm just gonna do a patch here, something I want to get, basically a couple of years out of, so when this apartment is vacant again and empty, I can get back in it and do a little more deeper repair. So basically today we're gonna do some product, basically a wooden hardener. So basically for rotted wood, you can get these at any store, any normal improvement store. Doesn't matter what name brand it is, they all work well. And basically what you do is you're gonna clean this out. We're gonna take a wire brush here, kind of get in here and really work all anything that's really, really loose. Get it out of there. Bring it under there a little bit too. And then I'll clean it out of there. All right, and so once you got it all cleaned up, basically gonna pour some of this stuff into a small container. It is very nasty. Definitely wear gloves if you're indoors, open windows. It's a pretty breezy day out here, and I'm kind of downwind from it, so that's not so bad. But it's pretty nasty stuff. And for a brush to apply it with, you're not gonna probably be able to clean it. So just use something you can throw away. But basically, you're just gonna dab some on here. You're just gonna go in here, and you really do kind of want to wet the surface pretty good. Let it soak in. Some directions even tell you to drill holes if you're on a flat surface to get it deeper into the wood. Again, I'm not looking for a 1 to 3 year repair out of this, so I'm not going to go too crazy. The whole idea here is I just want to do something really quick that I can move on to work on other projects and come back to this one. A little better shape on other fronts. I'm just going to apply that all over there. Really get it wet. Let it have plenty of liquid to soak into any nook and cranny it can get into. So clean up any junk that's blown into them. Alright, so we're going to try some stuff today. There's a couple of different things we're going to do just to test this out, since again I'm not looking for a crazy long-term amazing performance out of these things. It's more of a temporary repair. It's a great time to try some stuff out. So first, I'm just going to start with this stuff. This is the one kind that turns pink to brown as it dries, but basically it's just a wood filler. Basic pink putty. And we'll start at one end, kind of work this in. And it's good to leave it a little high because you can always sand it down a little bit later, but part's not part of the hole. So we got that. So the next thing we're gonna do is, another thing people use, usually it's more to match color, is mix wood glue, such as Titan Bond stuff here. This one's water resistant. There's a little better version. It's supposed to be more waterproof, but for temporary it's fine. And I mixed it with a bunch of sawdust I had. And I don't think, the consistency I've got here, it's still enough that it's definitely sticky and tacky. It's flowable. Should still go and fill these holes. But we're going to try that for this one here and see how that goes. Hey, if you like this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos on our channel. Alright, so last thing we're going to do is something I've never seen anybody do, and maybe there's a good reason. Maybe it's too dry and not flowable, doesn't stick well, but we're actually going to do the same trick. We're going to use this stuff and mix it with some sawdust. We'll see if that does anything better, worse. If it does, no big deal. It's a good little place to try stuff out. We're going to use that on kind of probably the most friendly crack, this little guy right here. Set up on that one. So we're just going to take some of this. Mix in some sawdust with it. We'll see. Yeah, I can see this being a bad idea because maybe it's just too dry to begin with. Now I can see it also making it a little stronger, just kind of like having an aggregate in something. And of course, this stuff is not cheap. The sawdust is, although again, we didn't use a ton of it. And you can see it's just a little dry. It doesn't want to quite stick to the edges there. There we go. So, we'll see. Again, if it's a problem, no big deal. They're not out much. So anyway, we'll see how these dry and take a look at them then. Okay, so overall, here's all the patches. On the screen, you can see what each one is. Now we're ready to go to sanding and painting and wrap this up. Alright, so these are all finished. They've been painted now. You can see in the sunshine, all the texture here where I did it. But overall, everything's fine so far. It's been about a month now since I did everything, so no immediate problems. And either way, it's been a fun little experiment. So we'll see how these hold up.